Nashville Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Set. 56, Mike, 56. We got it. Check. Set. Here we go, check and look. Check the call. Mike's 56.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Slam.
Topper.
Now Bell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
90 is a Mike. Tight down. There you go. 90 is a Mike. Here we go. Walk.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
Come on, baby.
Play.
Sony Michel, his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, exit.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's 3rd and 9.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
3 butt.
Snap.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now. It's Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Switch it.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Say go.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Protein spill.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, over.
3 down. Shit. Check three.
Come. Get it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Go.
52, Mike.
Rock it.
Out of time. It's out of time.
Look. Squeeze. Clear. Ready.
2nd and 10. Got a man open. That's Harry. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Come on, set. 91. 61. Match box. Light. Ready to go. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. You show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
15 long. Hey, high 7.
Watch Mike, watch Mike.
Watch the run. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, shoot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Bell. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Right here, guys. Mike 51.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Play action, it's Darnold. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Check 52.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
Go.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, spinning away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Let's get in there. Shift.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And incomplete.
That's on second down. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Now back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Crowder. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to step?
Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 24, check 24.
X3, 218, chopper.
6 guard, check 6 guard.
Deep dribble.
Back to throw here. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for New England. 47 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Shoves him aside, and finding the tight end Hooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Last stop. Last stop.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
90 is a mic. Come on. 90 is a mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Darnold from the gun. Got an open man. It's a noon one. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Again, it's Michel. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Now Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Here we go, young lady. Red 80. Check, check. Motion to back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down, New York.
Here we go, son. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Score Patriots 22, Jets 14.